Head up. Chubb T. You got a good weekend though.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. Yours was better than mine. Can't wait till winter's over. Oh my god. I'm alright, kid. I could be a little bit better, but it's all good. I complain, ain't nobody gonna listen.
Nigga, you gotta make yourself better. Get out of that rut. It's a new year.
You
Okay?
said what?
You need positive energy and start off the year fresh.
I am being positive. Mhm.
And I don't hear it. I need to hear it from you.
This is as best as I can be right now. I get it. You got a point, but still, this is the best I can be right now.
What's good, Antoine?
What's up, Antoine? You say you're watching soap operas. That's nice.
Is that
I think it's like one of them medical shows or some shit.
soap poppers? What is that?
It's like one of them shows and people just pop pimples or some bullshit.
You know way too much about that show right now.
Hmm?
It's a drama show.
You don't got this album, do you?
Nope.
Good. Mm, 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 mm,
Lee boy,
mm.
what up?
What up, boy?
You're gonna mention at some point his boy.
You said what?
I said he's gonna mention his boy at some point in here.
Mm.
Saha the Prince, that's his boy.
Oh yeah. Can't go over you without mentioning him. I found a good album anniversary we can do today. I don't know if I'll say good, but fuck it.
Mhm. Travis Hunter, oh yeah. I would love for them to get Shador, but if we could get Travis, that's good as well. But we still need a quarterback.
Hopefully you guys are having good weather over there and stuff like that. Hopefully.
We good, man. Ain't no snow here. 45 degrees today.
No, I was talking about people in the chat, but okay.
Where they from?
Yeah, it was 50 degrees today. I was like, this is like the warmest it's been in a minute. At least the Grammys are still going to go on despite the fires. That's good. That's good. If y'all miss it from the fires, that's too damn bad. I'm sorry. Shit. That's too damn bad for me. It's not like all of California is burning up and shit. I mean, it sounds kind of fucked up, but hey, fuck it. But if y'all give Taylor Swift another Grammy, then just burn Hollywood all the way down, if y'all ask me. Which I know they're going to give Taylor Swift or somebody a Grammy or some shit that
Yeah.
they don't deserve it.
Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Kendrick. I think those are the three big names that's gonna win at the Grammys this year.
Right. Boy said he's at the episode when the Beck brothers introduced themselves to John.
What the hell are you talking about?
I thought you knew.
What show are you talking about?
I was like, who the fuck is Beck brothers and John? Who the fuck are they?
Oh, Yellowstone? What season was that? I forgot, man. I watched Yellowstone like years ago. Like totally forgot.
I'm just slowly getting into that show, but
I thought
it's
you done finished it already, man. I already finished the series. It's already done.
who me or talking about Boy.
Libra.
Uh,
Oh, season 2? I forgot what happened in season 2. Yeah. I would have to go back and look. Yeah, they
you must
killed them
not.
all. They killed them all. The cows got. Oh yeah. That's right. The cattle got fucked up because they were like the Duttons were like warring with the Indians, the Indian reservation at that point and shit. They're like fighting for land, and they end up like poisoning the cattle and all that shit. Yeah, he was no. He wanted like I think he wanted to shoot like a full season in like a couple weeks, and then um I don't know if it was money, but they end up killing him off though. 1923. I don't know. I'm more interested in um the Beth and Rip spinoff coming out. I want to see them their own show. Where was Reg at? Reg, where the hell are you at, yo? Yeah, I saw From. Definitely a good show. They need to speed up the story though, man. It's like they're making us wait just to tell us like important parts of the story. Yeah, sound fucking up. Yeah, I don't know when the clips are. It's supposed to come out this year sometime. Kendrick gonna be on the album. That's what's up.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you, but you low.
Fuck! How about now?
You still low.
Jesus
Nas, Stove God, and John Legend gonna be on the album. Oh wow, that's what's up. I didn't see the track listing or nothing. Is it out or they just like rumors?
Testing one. How about now?
I hear you, but I hear like noise in the background.
Fucking impossible. There's no noise in the background.
What did that? Then what did that noise come hearing? It's sound like static.
Because every time I try to do a damn video, this fucking audio wants to fuck up as usual.
Oh, the album
Fucking
listening was in Paris. I didn't know that.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Is it still staticky?
Y'all hear him? Hey, if they can hear you, then you good.
Well, no one can hear me. I'm not doing the review if no one can hear me. See that
Said
shit?
he
That's
can hear you a
bullshit.
little bit.
I don't want nobody to hear me a little. I want everybody to fucking hear me and shit. But every fucking time I try to do a damn video, these stupid always fuck up. I'm gonna try something one more fucking time. Cause now I'm pissed now. I'm fucking pissed.
Minor distortion? No, that nigga had like static in the background, yo. I don't know what the hell this is. That's great. They got Kendrick, Nas, John Legend on that album. Hopefully it's good. What albums y'all expecting to hear this year? Besides the clips. What expected albums y'all think is coming out this year? You God? I haven't heard a You God album in a minute. Yeah, since Nostalgia, yeah. I don't remember anything else they did since then.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. Can y'all hear him?
Y'all hear me?
Well,
No
Mari, what
fucking
up?
no fucking air TV on this bitch. Y'all can't fucking hear me. I ain't doing this shit.
They hear you, Reg.
This they can hear me?
Hmm.
Fine, fuck it. Let's just do this. Let's just start this review before I lose my patience. Cause I'm ready whenever you are.
Oh,
What's up, you two? How's everyone doing? It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try in the building with me.
yo.
Today's album anniversary comes from 1998. It is Loxus with the Money Power Respect album. This album, hold on. This album came out about 27 years ago and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I do got the album, but I just don't feel like pulling it out right now. To be real with you.
I got
Um, all right,
you.
all right. So the Locks have had an interesting relationship with Bad Boy Records, that you guys should know now. You know, I want to say their first appearance on on a Bad Boy record was a song You'll See, which came out in like '96 and stuff like that. It was a joint. It came out. It was a joint with them and of course late great Notorious B.I.G.
Mm-hmm.
like that too. That joint was crazy. Um, they also had another song called Well 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 that also appeared on the DJ Clue mixtape. And but the song that really got them the exposure was the when they collaborated with Puffy on that. It's all about the Benjamins, that in the remix.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Jada Kiss, of course, penning Puffy's iconic verse and everything like that and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Um, they also did other joints, you know what I'm saying, where they did the Mariah Carey Honey remix, the Honey remix, and then all of a sudden they did they also did other shit too, you know, they did shit with like MJB, J Lo, all that shit. But then, you know, they came out with their first album, Money Power Respect, and it was a kind of a controversial album, to say the least, because already from the get go they were already having issues with Puffy's direction with what they had in store and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? But before I get into all that, the album was known for like singles such as like If You Think I'm Jiggy, Title Track, of course we had the Biggie tribute track We'll Always Love This Papa, you know what I'm saying? You know, when I first heard this album, I'm not gonna hold you, I didn't care for it too much, you know what I'm saying? I was more for to this. I'm still am a We Are the Streets kind of guy, but you know when I listen to this album now, you know it's definitely not that bad compared to like other albums at that time and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Some of the beats definitely were a bit ahead of the time, even for 1998 too. You know what I'm saying? I love the beat that he did for Swiss Beats did. He had a song called All for the Love with that was a Jadakiss solo track.
Mm-hmm.
That beat was ill. That's like one of my favorite Swiss beats to me. Yeah, and you don't get to hear me say that a lot, honestly. Um, there were other dope tracks too, like Bitches from Eastwick was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? The song Let's Start Rap Over. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said before, this album is not as bad as people make it out to be. Because you, even the Locks themselves, they don't care for this record like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is and shit. What do you think about this album?
It was dope. I had the single. I had the single first for "We'll Always Love Big Papa." But that was like the Biggie tribute they did, and um then they came out with "If You Think I'm Jiggy," which I didn't care for that one. But "Money, Power, and Respect," the title track, was one of their best songs. You know, DMX killed it. Little Kim, you know, the "All for the Love" joint, the Jadakiss joint. You know, going to be some shit. You know, it was a decent album. I know the whole Jiggy thing wasn't them, and they couldn't wait to leave Bad Boy and get to Rough Riders, and I think you know the Rough Riders album, We Are the Streets, is their best album. So that's their true album. That was really who they was, and you know them rocking like leather outfits on the cover was just not them. You know, and they made a for them to have to like have a petition just to get off a Bad Boy was just crazy. You know, and then everybody heard the argument they had with Puffy on Hot 97, and you know they made the right move. They had to do what they had to do to get off a Bad Boy, and salute to them. You know, and they still here 30 years later. You know, doing their thing.
They're still doing their thing and shit. Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, that album is definitely like a collector's item in case like Bad Boy. fans, Fox fans, all that shit. You know. Alright. So now the album that we're going to talk about today. Give me 1 second. So we're going to talk about Chubb Rock's The One album today. This album came out May 14th, 1991 on Select Records. It was produced by Chubb Rock and Howie T. Howie T, him being like the DJ, working with Special Ed and Real Roxanne, ETFO, all that shit. Singles album is known for Treat 'em Right, The Chubster, Just the Two of Us, and The Big Man. Only guest appearances were Third Base. I think they were the only guest appearances. So yeah.
You had Rage
So
on there too.
who?
Lady of Rage.
She was on this album?
Yeah.
Which song?
She was known as Rockin' Robin back then though. Because Robin's her real name.
Oh, for what song?
The Posse joint with Third Base. She's on that one.
Oh wow, okay. Okay, cool. Alright, but how did you get into Chubb Rock?
Chubb Rock. The Treat 'em Right song. I mean, it was different. I didn't like it at first when it came out. I just thought it was just it sounded too clubbish, and it took me like a while to get to really like that song. Like when you hear people like driving by playing it, then it sounds different in the car and shit. But when it came out, I didn't like that song. But um, when he came out with just the two of us and the Chubster, and I liked those other songs. And then I had when I was in high school, I had a friend named Steven that he was on the track team for Bishop Loughlin, and he was in the video for Lost in the Storm for the I Gotta Get Manyo album.
I
So
love
when you
that
see that
song.
video for Lost in the Storm, where he talks about the kid that took his life, that kid in the video went to high school with me. He was in my homeroom class, and I remember when he was telling us about when he was on the video set, and because they shot the video in Brooklyn, and he was telling us about the video and how he linked up with Chubb Rock, and I remember getting that album that same year in '92. That to me is my favorite album from Chubb Rock. But um, yeah, like he was dope. You know what I'm saying? And at the time when you had like the heavy set rappers, Heavy D was already a star. And, Chubb still comes out and he was dope. You know what I'm saying? And he was all about having fun and kicking knowledge at the same time. So he could do both. He can do a socially conscious record, and he could do a dance record. Then they put him on the Crooklyn Dodgers for part two for the Clockers joint.
Hmm.
And he was just dope. Very underrated artist. I think because he was on a shitty record label, they got a lot of artists got taken advantage of at that time. But he was dope. Definitely deserves his props. And you know that's really like how I got into him. It's just I remember seeing the video for Treat 'em Right and not liking it, and then it was like when you hear so many Jeeps and cars go by playing that song in like '92, '93, and then not even '92, before then, when they playing that song, and then I seen the video like on Pump It Up and Rap City and shit, and then just hearing other songs from him, and hearing like he was on different features and shit. So I was like, yo, like he dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I think because Treat 'em Right was so big, it was like that's really the song that people remember him from him, unfortunately. But they forgot he did. He was on Back to the Grill, that joint, the Search, and
Yeah.
Red Hot Lover Tone and Nas and all that. You know what I mean? And he did so many other dope joints. He did something with Das Effects later on, and but I mean, they really pushed the single, but the album itself, it was like I never saw nobody buy the album. Like people really slept on his shit. You know what I mean? And it's a shame. You know what I mean? But he was definitely dope, and he's still dope. He's still doing his thing. And we got to salute those legends, man.
You're 100% right. Um, I also got into him because of Treat 'Em Right song. Believe it or not, Treat 'Em Right was like one of the first hip hop songs I remember liking. I'll get more into that in a minute, but I definitely feel like he's definitely one of the more underrated cats, especially at that time too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Definitely spitting wisdom and shit like that too.
Hmm.
I I know I talked about him briefly when I did the Cypress Hill Insane in the Brain beef video, because what many people don't know is the fact that Be
Salute,
Real
Jerry. Salute.
Be Real was sending shots at Chubb Rock and Kid Frost in that song. Not a lot of people know Insane in
You
the Brain
you
was
told me that years ago about that
yeah,
Cypress Hill thing. I never
yeah,
like back in the day. I never heard about the beef.
yeah. So she had that song called Yabba Dabba Doo.
Right.
I'm gonna get mine, which I'm not gonna lie. The only reason
Mhm.
why I like that song is Chubb Rock's verse. I feel like the other dudes on that song were kind
But
of
I love a
corny.
tone. You didn't care for him.
He's in the quiet taste for me. I'm not gonna lie. He's when the rapping, he's in quiet taste, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Chubb was just going in on that song, mimicking Be Real and everything like that too. I think they squashed the beef now, but still, like,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Be Real. I don't think Be Real was gonna be ready for Chubb Rock. I don't know, but that's just another story for a
Hey, he
different
was
day.
ready for Ice Cube and West Side Connection.
That is true. That's true. But yeah, but other than that, I feel like, this Chubb Rock is definitely one of the more, what I call him underrated. What I call him underrated. I mean, yeah, I think I call him underrated because I feel like when it comes to, I hate to say it, big guys in the rap, it's always the biggies and the heavy D's. Like niggas don't talk about the Chubb Rocks and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point. Um, yeah, that's how I got into Chubb Rock. So Chubb Rock, for those who don't know, he is an MC from Brooklyn. He's Jamaican and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? He was rapping, but he was also going to college at the same time too, Brown University to be exact. And one of the things that he loved was just hip hop music, and so him and his first cousin, DJ Howie T, they were like in the scene making music and everything like that too. And like I said before, Howie T, we talked about Howie T when we did Special Ed's
Mm.
first two albums
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like what's the Youngest in Charge, and then the Legal joint, which I feel like Legal is like my favorite Special Ed album.
Hmm.
I know a lot of people love the joint he came out with, the '95, which that one was cool too. But
Revelations.
Revelations, yeah,
I like that one too.
yeah, man. And so fast forward to 1988, he came out with his first album, it's subtitle album called Subtitle Album, and then in 1989 he came out with And the Winner Is. Now, the End of Winter Is album, that was one more of his like his slowly his breakthrough. Now it's crazy because I've always seen a lot of his albums on vinyl in the vinyl store I go to, but when I want to get them, somebody already got them and shit like that. So, but it's pretty common to find his albums on vinyl where I'm at, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, that End of Winter Is album, that definitely has some joints like And the Winner Is the Grammys. They were talking about like the first Grammys at that time. Nothing can stop us now. Talk a lot, talk aloud, and saying Jack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So that came about and shit like that too. And then fast forward to 1991, that's when they finally dropped this album, this third album. And this is the one that pretty much was the true breakthrough and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So this is the album cover right here. You know, this says Chubb Rock chilling with the number one outline and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. All right, so 17 tracks. We're gonna get started with the first track called "The One." Um, this one was pretty cool. Nice way to kick off the album and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Rapping over like a very upbeat club beat
Yep.
and everything. So the thing about some of these albums. Like a lot of these beats are like very experimental, clubbish, and everything like that too. So this one was alright.
This was dope. Definitely love the beat. You got like the Bismarcky, sample, the DLC sample on it, on the chorus, and you use the same sample as the artifacts alongside of the tracks. They use like the
Yeah,
same sample, the same record. You had Chubb saying, "Yo, Howie, flip on the beat, show me where the rhyme at, and then the jam will kick like time Mac. Howie takes a style when he develops on my track, so you'll have the feeling of the flavor to buy that." Love this flow on that. I love the beat. I always like that sample, that the artifacts took for alongside of the track. So
I knew I heard that sample before and
mm,
shit.
forgot the name of that record.
Yeah, so that's the um that's the first track. The second track is Just the Two of Us.
Hmm.
One of my all-time favorite hip hop songs of all time. You know what I'm saying? Every time I hear that beat though, that beat is so ill. You know what I'm saying? It's not a love song. A lot of people thought it was a love song, but it's actually an ode to his partner, Howie T, and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, I love the line where he says, "It's the hitman, yes, the hitman, yo, you know it. The thirst quencher, the man out on the sequencer. He was scared to kick a 16 bar. He's not a rap star. Not saying that I am, but I'm the jam. I'm going to kick a little, not a Dr. Seuss riddle, no cats and hats, fox and some socks. But to the DJ jocks, check your clock, half past what? Time to bust nut." You know what I'm saying? Very nice ode to his partner. There was a performance he did on Yo MTV Raps
Uh-huh.
where it was ill as fuck. It used to be on YouTube, but of course they took that shit off
You take it
and
off?
stuff like that. And
Of
yeah,
course they do.
it's crazy because it was on YouTube for years, but then when they tried to add the Yo MTV Raps to streaming, they took out like a lot of the good performances, which kind of pissed me off.
Wow.
Now you can't even find a classic Yo MTV on Paramount Plus no more for some odd
Hmm.
reason. So it's like, that just made me even more mad. So if you guys are able to find out Yo MTV Rap performance, y'all check that shit out. So
Yeah, he was doing the freestyle at the last show with Red and Meth, and Eric Sermon was there, Karis One, Rakim. It was crazy,
hmm
you know. I love the this track, the video. I want to say the video they did in Prosper Park. The
yeah,
video was great. That reggae chant on the chorus from the guy was dope, and he's saying did it real good like a nice girl should. Back polish waxed up the hood. Yo, hitman Howie T, you should have seen her. You should have seen her on me. She got all Vanessa Del Rio on me. But after she slept, because I had nothing left. And on the mutton butler tip, yes, half step. I loved his flow on that. His flow was just different. It was definitely he didn't sound like nobody
no,
that was out. Even now, like nobody sounds like Chubb Rock. You know what I'm saying? He just had his own flow, his own rhyme scheme. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it made sense, sometimes it didn't. But like he knew how to flow on the beats, and this was like one of those tracks. I definitely feel like if you gave this beat to Heavy D, he would have killed it too. You know what I'm saying? Because it
I
had like
agree.
that reggae flavor to it, and It just sounded like something that Heavy D would have did like around, the Big Time album.
I definitely agree with you about that. Yeah, man. All right, so track number 3, Treat 'Em Right. My favorite track on this album and my favorite Chubb Rock song, period.
Hmm.
This is the one that really got me into his music and one of the first hip hop songs I remember liking.
Hmm.
And that it's the beat. First of all, it's that beat. You know what I'm saying? That go, 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 go. Like dun 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 dun. And then so many quotables came from this fucking track.
Hmm.
Damn. Where do I even begin? That's why when it comes to fans, I'm never mean. Kids on St. James between Gates and Green always say hello because I'm the modest fellow. Never try to play superstar. That's hello. Because if there's kids that don't buy our records, will be has-beens and plus naked. So we owe them to pull out your pen, sign an autograph, and make a new friend. So just get your boys and bring the noise and just swing it. And party people in the house swing it, you know. And then
Go, go, go. Treat them right.
go. I mean that classic. Every time that song comes out in the party, man. Matter of fact, that shit came out in a New Year's Eve party
Hmm.
and stuff like that. The whole crowd went crazy for that song and
Yeah.
everything like that. And even the fourth verse, he says some shit like, "Well, coming back to 1990, Chubb Rock jumps on the scene with the lean and a hardcore dream. The dream was crafted to be pornographic. Decency started from the crib plus kids. Don't need to hear all of that on the rap. The strength of my
Hmm.
vibe plus Chubb on the map. Cut authority, seniority." Goes far. My staff gives autographs plus gives next to less. Read my head, my sight, right, just treat me right, peace. You know what I'm saying? That might be his illest verse he's ever done and everything like that
No,
too.
well, that's
And
not his illest
yes,
verse he ever
this is
done.
the joint
No,
made,
it's not.
in my opinion. That's why I said my
That's
opinion.
his illest verse that he's ever done.
In my opinion, yes.
Okay. I think he's had better.
That's fine.
That
But
song,
I've
you know
always
what? I
loved
didn't even think he was gonna be here that long. If I thought he was gonna be like a one hit wonder, you know what I'm saying? When I heard that
yeah.
song, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is so cheesy. You know what I mean? And I mean, we had records in the '80s that like this song, Rob Bass, they were huge. The Pee Wee Herman Dance by Joski Love, that was another big song. We had certain songs in rap where they were big, but it was like, okay, what else you got? You know what I'm saying? And I really thought this was gonna be like his only song that he come out with. That's gonna be like he's gonna be like another one hit wonder. We're not gonna hear from him, but he got past that. He got past that hit record, and if Select Records actually promoted his ass, he would have been on the same level as a Kane or Rakim. You know what I'm saying? But they just had a whole bunch of janky labels at that time that they took advantage of the artists. You know what I'm saying? So and they didn't give a shit about artists like Chubb Rock. But it's a classic song. Everybody should know this song.
Yeah, it is a classic. The video now the video is funny as fuck too.
Hmm.
Oh, real shit. That was a cheesy part, if you ask me. But yeah, classic record and everything. Um, track number 4, The Big Man. This joint was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Just another one of those braggadocio joints and shit like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The beat definitely fits his flow and everything like that too. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Yeah, definitely a cool track.
Yeah, it was dope. I love the beat for this. The beat was fire.
All right. Then we have the night scene. Um, very dope track right here. One of my favorites on this album. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty much just talking about, at that time period, the street life and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope track. The beat, the beat definitely kind of reminds me of a polished version of Ice T's "Peel the Caps Back"
Hmm.
from the Iceberg album from '89.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? If you guys remember that beat from Peel the Caps Back, it had that dun 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 dun. You know
right.
that kind of beat and everything. I love that fucking record and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, very, very, very dope.
It was dope. Definitely like the track. You know, not really nothing that stood out for me on this one.
Right. All right. Next track we got is the Bad Boys. Um, Another okay track right here and stuff like that too. I didn't care for the beat for this one. I'm gonna be real with you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Sounded a bit too clubbish for me, but it is what it is. It's alright.
You didn't like the Bad Boys joint?
I ain't like the beat.
Yeah, I didn't care for it either.
Alright. Next track is called "What's the Word." You know what I'm saying? Another one of those socially conscious kind of songs. You know, you got the great Louis Farrakhan, Minister Louis Farrakhan in the beginning. You know, talking about call him Senior Bush the devil and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? This one was pretty cool, very political. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get mad about this one right here. So it is what it is.
I love it. Definitely a dope message in the song. And the lyrics that Chubb was saying, know your history, open up a book and read. Between the lines, don't recline your mind. Sometimes I don't know how to make it understood that a lot of black movies have been tampered by Hollywood. We always talk about that. A lot of hood films that was so bad because of Hollywood, you
Right.
know, and there was like a certain theme with a lot of they were basically capitalizing off of hip hop and wanting to make a lot of money off of this culture and putting out a lot of shitty movies that nobody would watch again, like Soul Plane, you know,
Or white chicks.
right? You know what I'm saying?
And then they try to take somebody's ideas and try to whitewash their own ideas and
Right.
stuff.
Now, I love hood movies. I love any movie, not just hood movies, but any movie with a story, with a good story. Boys in the Hood had a great story. You know what I'm saying? Poetic Justice, Set It Off. Those films. Baby Boy, classic, Juice. You know what I mean? Menace to Society. Like those are the films that I love. You know, and unfortunately, they just made a whole bunch of crap. You know, and try to like promote it. Oh well, let's give it a soundtrack because the black kids gonna eat it up. That's what
Hmm.
they were doing, and I definitely understand what Chubb is saying in this.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's pretty much his "Burn Hollywood Burn," if that
Right?
makes sense.
Don't use that song.
I'm just saying.
Chuck D don't want nobody using that song, but I mean, if you look at the
Hmm.
video, what's burning in the background? Hollywood. So niggas was ahead of their time. Now they don't want people using their song. I don't understand.
Hmm. You never know. All right. Next song is called "Organizer." Um, this song right here was okay. It was pretty cool too, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Just also talking about fucking racism and everything like that too. Um, like I said, Chubb
Hmm.
definitely did his thing when it came to this album. But
Hmm.
I'm not gonna hold you. Some of the beats, I'm not gonna hold. They were a bit too upbeat for some of the subject matter
Hmm.
and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? With certain tracks. So I mean, this one right here was pretty cool. So yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, yeah. He get the no half stepping samples on this one. I love the beat for this. It seemed
Hmm.
like a lot of people use that same sample. Like Das Effects used it, Kane used
Yeah,
it, Chubb Rock used it. So it was dope.
yeah. That Heatwave sample, I think that's like one among the most sampled records that they've ever used,
Hmm.
and I kind of hate that a lot of people use that sample. That's why I like when Paris sampled another Heatwave song. I'm not gonna say
Right.
which Heatwave song it is, but
Hmm.
that song Ebony.
Hmm.
Ooh, he used a perfect Heatwave song for that one and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? But again, let me not sample snitch because these motherfuckers be like, oh well, you just look up the sample. I was like, no, nigga. But that ain't no half stepping song. Once Kane used that shit, that's when everybody wanted to use it.
I mean, it was big for Kane. So
Hmm.
why not?
Definitely. All right, track number 9, the Chubster. This one right here was pretty cool too. You know what I'm saying? Just braggadocio and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? I love the line where he says, "Don't blame your sales on retails. Thinking that the store should think of reordering about 500,000. Just be glad of the success you had in your arousing. Somebody's brains out there. Your year's gonna come. You didn't live by the pipe or the gun to be like me, waiting for my turn to burn."
Hmm.
Very deep line and shit. So
It was
yeah,
dope.
pretty cool.
Definitely love the beat for this. The remix is dope too. Definitely one of my favorites on the album.
Definitely. All right. Next track we got is Cat. Another one of my favorite joints. I forgot about this song. I've heard this song so many times,
Hmm.
growing up and stuff like that too. I didn't even know Chubb Rock did this record, to be real with you.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much just self-explanatory, talking about his love for the women, love for the kitty cat, and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? That beat was definitely ill. Nice little beat to drive to and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? I love the line when he says, "Trust me and maybe never try to bust me with another squad, not even in my car. I walk down the street while I kick a 12 bar, rep on the Harley Quinn tip, chapter 5. Upon my knees, I tell you, do I care? Maybe this year, maybe a little Chubb Rock will be formed upon the scene." Love that line.
Yeah. Definitely a dope track. I like it.
Yeah, definitely. Um, Next joint we got is another statistic. You know what I'm saying? This one was pretty cool too. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of interesting too because he's talking about how people get murdered in the name of love and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? In case somebody cheats on them or some shit. But yeah, it's pretty cool track and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, the beat was kind of but yeah, it's pretty straight.
I like it. I thought he was telling a story of like him cheating with another man's woman. That's what it sounded like.
It does kind of sound like that.
You
Yeah.
know. He's saying, so I chilled, passion killed, tears spilled on an innocent grilled and overspilled, the guilt stuck in my chest. So I suggest that you tell him maybe you can start off fresh. Cheating is more serious than the taking a pelham. So tell him before I tell him. I like the beat for this. You should have had a video for this joint.
Yeah, I agree. Track number 12, Enjoy Yourself. Um, mm, very, very prolific, but I don't like this track. I never liked this track. I don't like the chorus. I don't like
And
the
he
beat.
sampled Michael Jackson off the wall.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I mean, yeah, it's a happy song, but I don't like happy songs like that.
I think it was dope, man. I think it was a dope joint. It's a dance track. It's upbeat. You know, he didn't do gloomy songs, and if he did, it was Even if you hear Lost in the Storm, is probably like the gloomiest shit he's done. At least the original mix, the Molly Mall remix was more like bumping. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he did like he spread his message across. I think he did what he needed to do to get the attention of the listener. So he wasn't gonna do no like gloomy ass tracks and shit.
Right. Yeah, I definitely feel you on that. Um, Next track we got is Five Deadly Venoms. It's like a podcast with some of his homeboys and shit like that. Hot Dog, um, I think Dave Gossett and Rob Swinger joins him on this one right here. Um, Most of these guys are kind of trash if you ask me, but I mean, Chubb Rock, he definitely finished it off, did his thing on this one. It's all right, posse cut. It's all right.
Hot Dog was a dancer too. Like he was the one dancing in the just the two of us video. Yeah, like the
He should just stay.
Gumby cut type of haircut. Yeah.
He should just stay dancing.
Oh man, funny.
I hate to say it, but I know like back in the day it was a norm where you have your rapper have like your homeboys rap and shit like that too. But it is what it
Isn't
is.
that what they still do now? They still do that.
Yeah, they do. It's much worse now, to be real with you. But fuck it.
Hmm.
All right. Next joint is called "Bring 'Em Home Safely." This features Lady of Rage, Red Hot Levitone, and Third Base. Or I think it's just yeah, Third Base. Yeah.
Hmm.
Very dope posse cut right here and everything like that too. I didn't know that was an early Lady of Rage. I didn't
Yeah.
never knew that was
Yeah.
early Lady of Rage. Shit. I thought she sounded familiar, but wow.
Hmm.
Um, Again, this one was a much better posse cut compared to the previous one we talked about and everything like that too. But still Chubb Rock walks away with this one. So yeah, this one's pretty straight.
I like Search's verse, but the part in the verse where Search, like when he started off, when he's talking about how Bush is gonna get the troops home, I'm like, let's not act like George Bush was a great president because the father and the son wasn't great presidents, which is why they got boosted out. You know what I'm saying? Gulf
Hmm.
War was bad. You know what I mean? So that part I didn't care for, but I like the rest of his verse. He said blessings are said so no one will get hurt. I need a shield, but it's not for the desert. It's a shield for the ills that builds with the rampant nationalism. We're not dealing with humanism. And I like the Rage's verse was dope too.
Hmm. Definitely, yeah. Yeah, yeah, you're right about that. Both Bushes have issues with war. Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Track number 15, Keep It Street. Probably my second or third favorite track on this album. You know what I'm saying? Very dope, boom bapish kind of beat and shit. You have Chubb Rock over here, trying to like saying like, "Hi, motherfucker kept the street." At the same time, too, he wasn't doing that whole commercialized nonsense and everything. So
Hmm.
yeah, love the way he was flowing on this one. So this one was pretty
Yeah,
straight.
it was definitely he's still from the streets, but he had knowledge of self, and he didn't. I don't think he cared about going mainstream. Like he was like, yo, I'm gonna do this dance record. I could do the socially conscious record. I could do the street records, and he was like all of that in one artist. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he could do a joint like Treat 'Em Right. He could do a joint like Keep It Street. You know what I mean? And it was dope.
Definitely. Next track we call the Regiments of Steel. Another very dope joint right here too. You know what I'm saying? Him just going in on the mic and everything like that too, which I feel like the braggadocio stuff he does very well.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's also like shouting out his favorite rappers. It's like a shout out track plus going in on the mic and
Right.
everything like that too. So That's just the best way to describe it.
Yeah, I love it. And he's talking about in his the verse 3, like, how rap sold 8 million. Sugar Hill has sold about 8 mil when rappers delight caused media fright. How could a bunch of kids sell more than me? And Randy Travis kicking all that country madness. Failing star, failing guitar or banjo. The whole artwork needs to retire in Orlando. Rap was developed in the motherland by storytellers of wisdom. No wonder we're bestsellers. So it's like, this is 52 years. We got this great culture that we call hip hop, and people thought it was going to be a dying fad. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could kids from the slums and the ghetto sell more than Randy Travis or Dolly Parton or whatever? You know what I mean? And hey, we won Grammys for best rap album of the year and shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
I love the fact that he addressed that shit when white America thought it was gonna be a passing fad or some shit.
Right.
Now they got their own white kids a part of the damn culture. You
That's
know?
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then the last song is called the Big Man Remix, which I feel like it didn't really need a remix, to be real with you.
I like the remix. I think it's more soulful. The remix is, yeah, I like the beat for this, and I don't know, I just like the remix more than the original joint.
Respect. I feel you. All right. Overall, this is actually not a bad album. I actually like this album and stuff like that too. Some of the production, some of the production was kind of. I'm not saying the production was bad, but it was just like a bit too soft compared to some of the
Mhm.
subject matter, which is not a bad thing, which depends on what you like. But I feel like Chubb D always elevates his performance in whatever he does.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Treat him right, just the two of us. Two of the best singles in hip hop history, if you ask me. I
Mhm.
mean, you know, what else about this album? Like his cadence though was very dope and
Mhm.
everything like that. I feel like he stepped his game up more with the I Want to Get Mine Yo album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was a much better rounded album, but this one's still not that far behind. Is it a classic album? I would not be mad if it is. If people call this a classic, I would not be mad, but I'm not gonna say it's a 5 mic classic. I'll say maybe like a 4.5 classic, maybe 4 mic classic, whatever. So I'll probably give this like a 4 out of 5. I feel like it's a pretty solid album.
I'm giving this 4 mics. I think the production was dope. The songs, he could carry an album on his own. You know, just his style of rap was just different. You know what I'm saying? And he had his own style. He can do socially conscious rap. He could do the dance tracks. He could do the street joints, the posse joints. And when you had joints like, Treat 'em Right, Just the Two of Us, What's the Word, The One, The Chubster, I think it's a great album. So to me, I think he has two great albums. I think this one and I Gotta Get Manual.
Yeah, I definitely feel with you about that. Um, I want to end this off right here. 'Cause I gotta get some rest for work. So this has been a fun review and everything like that too. This Wednesday, 6 p.m. I know we're gonna do SWV's New Beginning album and shit. You know what I'm saying? Really can't wait to talk about that one. Excuse me. Really can't wait to talk about that one and shit. Thursday we got Diamond D's Dime Piece 3 album and shit. You know what I'm saying? Got a pop album later on this week though, but I ain't gonna say what it is. That's gonna be surprised to hear. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's gonna be a very solid week. Anything you want to say before we head out?
I'm going live with Rocker Bash on Wednesday, 8:30. You can get his thoughts on the Muddy Waters 2 album. You know, see what's his favorite tracks, what's his least favorite. About to watch the Rams and Vikings play. Shout out to the Rams. Got my Rams shirt on. Shout out to the Rams. Not like us. Hope they bust the Vikings ass. You know, that's it.
All right. Other than that, hope everyone has a wonderful night. I'll see y'all Wednesday. I'll try to do another DJ video this week. I didn't do it last week, I know, because I was sick for most of the part. So I'll try to do it this week. Hope everyone has a good day. I'll see y'all later. Peace.